In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna have.
Yeah, buddy, what's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How are y'all?
It's been too long.
Good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Orlando Brokers and Bourbon. I love the music, by the way. This is
Me
good
too.
stuff.
Yeah,
The podcast
where
what's that?
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. Hey, welcome to Orlando Brokers and Bourbon, the podcast where we explore some real estate knowledge. We throw in a dash of bourbon and a pinch of Central Florida culture.
If you want to listen to all of our podcasts, you can find us at Orlando Brokers and Bourbon on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to watch this crazy crew in action, you can find us on YouTube at Orlando Brokers and Bourbon. I'm Julian with Julian Properties, the owner of Julian Properties.
And I am Matt Allen, the owner and broker of Matt Allen Real Estate.
And I'm Lauren Foley, nor owner nor broker with Julian Properties.
Cheers to you, Lauren.
I didn't really want to say that. It was written in the script that I
okay, Bo. Okay.
All right, let's just edit that out.
Let's let everyone know how important I am.
You are HBIC, Lauren. Don't you forget it.
You are. Here's to Lauren. Let's grab our drinks and have a toast to Lauren. Hey, by the way, I got a new birthday present. Can you see that?
What does that say?
Oh, it's backwards. It says Bourbon Whisperer.
Oh, that's cute.
I like that. You're so quiet. You're quiet in that bourbon room that we've never heard you from or seen.
I've seen it.
Yes, you have.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, so apparently I am the odd man out. I always knew it. Now it's evident. Now it's recorded. That's it. Mark that.
You were headed to a septic inspection, and I was checking out the bourbon room.
Yep.
Yes,
That's a true story.
Bo, what's going on with you over there? It looks like you're in bourbon hell.
Yes. Well, that's where I live.
Bourbon hell. I do like the background. That is sharp.
Thank you.
Look, we got music. We got background music. We got background fire.
We're stepping it up. Our budget must be increasing.
Must be all those views.
That's right. All of those. And don't forget, those of you that enjoy the show, please like us.
Yes. So, Lauren, what are you drinking tonight?
Guys, well, I have to be honest. I have not had any bourbon since our last podcast.
Me neither.
I don't believe that.
That doesn't look very convincing, Matt.
So I ended the show with Blanton's, and I started it back up with Blanton's because I still have the bottle, and
I love it.
That's how I like to get down. How about you, Matt?
I decided to go with just a pretty traditional one, an Old Forester 1870. It's an original batch. It's their kind of their basic bourbon. So it's a oldie but a goodie, good daily drinker, they call them. Daily drinker.
So funny story, Matt, because game time decision, I was actually going to be drinking the Old Forester 1920. But I decided literally right before we started recording to go ahead and get the Frank August. Which is
that's a banger.
That you and I picked up on a little business excursion one day.
As we were talking about, Lauren, we were on a business excursion.
Sure.
An hour turned into like 5.
But it was well worth it. Three bourbon stores later, 2 carts, and a lot of hidden booze from our wives.
Story.
That would have been funny if both the old dudes were drinking Old Forester.
Yes. So Old Forester trivia question.
Oh.
Just came out with a newer bourbon, and it's got a date to it. Can anybody guess the date?
Well, if that one was 1923,
nope.
There's got to be some significance.
That was 1870.
Yeah, mine was 1920.
And Bo's was 1920. Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Should we kick it up a few more centuries?
Throw us a bone, Matt. Throw us a bone.
Throw us a bone.
There's a lot of years out there.
We don't have that big of a show. 1924.
Is there a significance to 1924, Matt?
I sure there is, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Again, the bourbon knowledge on this show is pretty basic.
What year did Prohibition end, Matt?
I don't know. Oh, now
Does
you're
it have
gonna hit
anything
me.
to do with
You're gonna-
1920?
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to figure it out. I really don't
I don't
know.
know.
That's a good question, Bo.
Great question.
While we're talking, I'll try to figure out the
If you
answer.
know,
to that.
if any of you actually know anything about bourbon, please
Drop 'em in the
make a
comments.
comment and tell
And
us.
Make sure to tell us not how stupid we are about bourbon.
That's all right. That's all right.
By the
learning.
way,
we're learning.
We're going to learn just a couple of quick things. I have some easy, quick trivia, not trivia, just some knowledge to throw on you here about bourbon. Number one, by law, bourbon must be mostly corn. Corn, everybody.
It's corn.
Bourbon is America's one and only native spirit. It's the only spirit
Ooh.
made here.
Interesting.
Does bourbon have to be made in Kentucky?
No,
Oh, you said
Yes.
no.
I was joking.
You said
Dur-
no before.
All right, last one. During Prohibition, bourbon was legally allowed if you had a doctor's note.
Oh yeah, Grandpa's cough syrup.
Medicinal, right?
Yep, that's right. Nice
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
You get a doctor's note today.
What's that?
I said, can I get a doctor's note?
Yeah.
I think you've got one.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I need
can't-
one after this stuff, I think.
I think
To
I gotta
recover from it.
Because Paul, what is it? Paul Frank? He's not a big hit.
I don't know. It's not that. It's Frank August.
Frank
I'm not
August.
saying that. I don't know. I've never tasted.
How is it?
We'll find out. It's okay. It said something about vanillas and caramels with this. But I'm not really getting all those sort of hints and so forth. But it's not.
Are you guys able to taste anything in the bourbons yet? Like something?
I'm trying, Matt, really, really hard, but I guess I don't have the palate. Sometimes I do on certain ones.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'm the same. Like I'll taste something. I'm like, oh, what is that? But I'm not like the guy who rattles off. I taste hints of,
I wish I had that. Yeah, the palate.
Caramel.
I think yep.
Hint of coffee.
Yeah.
I taste strawberry.
Yeah.
Nope.
Lauren, do you get any of that? Do you pick up any flavors, scents, smells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't I think you kind of have to focus on it sometimes, but there's certain brands of bourbon where you'll get something a little bit clearly stronger
Cherry.
out of your
little
sip.
cherry. I didn't get the cherry till I just did that.
Yeah, you can
So,
nose it.
Yeah, you got to smell it and then sip it. You got to do the senses. It's like tasting wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Speaking of wine, now is the time of year, which some people that live here in Central Florida know very well, and some people may not. It is Magical Dining Month. Have you guys?
Ooh, magical.
Have you guys?
Well, just
been
for
yet?
our listeners, maybe we can tell them a little bit about what that is. And what's interesting is I never knew magical dining existed here. I don't know when it started, but when I lived here before I moved to New York, I didn't know that magical dining was a thing.
Mhm.
But in New York City, we called it Restaurant Week, and it
Okay.
wasn't just a week; it was like a whole month. But different restaurants would participate, so it's the exact same thing that we did in New York City, but it's called magical dining here because we are in Orlando and we pray to the mouse.
Yes.
Magical.
Yeah.
Not
So
magic.
essentially, it's prefix menus. Tons of participating restaurants, but prefix menus of dinner service, usually $40 and $60 menus, and you get a full prefix. So it's going to start with like an appetizer. You'll get an entree choice, and then you'll get a dessert. And some of them will also pair with like wines and things like that. But it's a full experience for a lesser price. So you get to try more items from a restaurant that maybe you wouldn't be able to go to because maybe their entree starts at say $40 a person.
Right. and that's 100%. It gives you a chance to try restaurants you may not normally go to, or just some that you really like to go to and haven't been to in a while. So, one thing I've noticed though is they're now have a lot of add-ons. So when you think, we were, Saturday night we got like a topping on the filet, which was unnecessary, but
like a lobster or something. Yeah.
So by the end of the night, it was pretty close to what a normal meal was. But I don't ever order dessert, so you get a dessert and appetizer and things like that. So
where did
it's
you
a
go,
lot of
Matt?
fun. We went to Ocean Prime, just down on Sand Lake. It's haven't been there in a long time. So
favorite place.
Yeah,
love it. Love that place.
I was looking at the menu, and I saw the Citrus Club was doing one, and I was never at the Citrus Club, but I know that they renovated it not that long ago, so it looks really pretty in the pictures. But they're also offering, there's only 15 restaurants that are offering vegan entrees. So when I searched by that, I was like, oh, the Citrus Club would be fun to try out.
Totally. Yeah, you should. Do you know how many restaurants participate, since you were looking at the amount of restaurants, just out of curiosity?
I don't know. There's a lot, though.
Right?
Fun. Yeah. I lost count.
It used to be just a few restaurants, right? Back when it started, there were maybe like 15 restaurants, 20, whatever. Now I was like, seems like everyone's got a magical dining.
Yeah, kind of gives you an excuse to get out and try new things. And there's some really cool restaurants around town that there's one, I think we talked about it last podcast. I want to get up to the one up in Claremont. I think both of you guys have been there.
It's like 1842 or something. Is that
something like that?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Oh no, that one's in Mount
No, that's the Salt one. Salt.
Yeah.
Or Salt Shack or something like that.
Yeah, Salt Shack. I think something. Yeah, we got to remember things, but that place is good.
I don't remember.
Highly recommend trying it. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. The vibe is nice.
Super cool.
But as you all know, I always feel like now this time till December, there's just the most things to do here in Orlando. We got, magical dining. We've got the park started their things.
Or like Halloween sort of stuff. Their fall. I know somebody's getting set up for that. Yeah, I know this guy on this side of town that's setting up for that. He has a really big Halloween thing. It's a really big Halloween thing. You guys,
I started 2 weeks ago.
I thought so. That's amazing, man. I was wondering. I knew it was about that time for you to get all that stuff going.
I got 2 bionic hips, so I'm good to go now.
That's right, man. Well, for those of you that don't know, Matt has an amazing haunted house at his home.
Yes.
And he raises money for charity out of the kindness of his heart. He literally rivals Universal Studios. No, man, let me tell you, it's pretty impressive, brother. I mean, he puts up walls inside and out. He has actors. He's got lighting, sounds,
everybody has
music. It's crazy. I mean, there's
Lauren, have you ever been?
It's insane.
I want to come check it out this year.
Yeah. Okay. All for a good cause. So Matt, you'll have to give a little prop on our next show and fill people in so that you can. It goes to what, Florida Hospital, Matt?
Well, actually, you said it earlier. It's now we work with Palm Lake Elementary doing it for their kindness. They have a kindness initiative. Which we're trying to grow and work into other schools and whatnot. So all the proceeds now are going to that.
That's awesome.
It's cool.
Very cool.
Well, other than that, we've got Halloween Horror Nights. SeaWorld has their own. We have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. I
love that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you ever been? They just start taking handfuls of candy and throwing it in your basket. Or my son's basket.
I just think it's fun being at any theme park late night because it's not like the norm, right? So just anytime the sun starts to set and you're still like inside of a theme park, I feel like
the lights come on and it's not miserably hot outside like it normally is. It does have a different vibe.
I think the 3 of us need to do a haunted house together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
We'll go on location. Ready. We'll record the audio so we can put it as a podcast.
Okay. We'll do that. I'm in. So what did you guys do this summer, by the way? I know we've been on a little hiatus. Just a little quick, anything exciting? Anybody go anywhere? Do anything fun?
I was local the entire time, just working and, trying to keep London busy because I had her in 0 camps this year. But I know, Bo, you were beach bound and
you were all over the place.
And you were just Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, honestly,
Tennessee.
it made it look that way. That's all an illusion. It looked like it. It looked like it. I was back and forth pretty much every other day for like 2.5 months. My family had a great trip, and we did get to go to Tennessee. That was nice, and Captiva. I didn't enjoy that, but we did a couple trips. But Matt, where did you guys head off to? The mountains, right?
No, we I actually had my surgery, so I didn't really go too far. We went to the beach for a week. We love Longboat Key, as you guys know. So
that's awesome.
That was our getaway, but no, nothing too exciting.
Well,
so
but you're feeling good. You're back.
We're good.
Two new
we're good,
and like you're ready to rock now.
Yep. I am ready to go, and we are all back. So hopefully we'll be doing more podcasts here more regularly. So
we will. We got to give the listeners what they want.
We will. Hey, and this wouldn't be Orlando Brokers and Bourbon if we didn't just sneak in a little bit of real estate action, a little bit of
real estate
craziness that's going on in the old real estate market.
We've had a lot of changes in our real estate industry recently. A lot of newsworthy.
Just a scotch.
That's the word of the night. Just a scotch. Lauren, tell us a little bit about those changes in an unbiased way.
It all started out of the Sitzer-Burnett case, which was a litigation that was class action lawsuit that happened. Basically, the plaintiff was stating that the commissions were too high and they felt that they were fixed commission rates. Not going into it, but out of that settlement, the biggest changes that have taken place is that inside of our multiple listing service, if you are a member of the National Association of Realtors, which we are, in our multiple listing service, you cannot show offers of compensation. So now that's been removed. If you are a seller listing your home, you cannot show that you're offering compensation to a buyer's broker. The other change was that if you're a buyer and you would like to go start looking at homes, you will now be required to sign a buyer brokerage agreement. And that's really it, guys. Those are the big changes.
That was good, Lauren.
You did a great job on giving a summary, Lauren.
Where's the applause, Matt?
We got that sound machine. Yeah, but no, Lauren, you crushed it on that. I think you absolutely nailed in a summary of what's going on. So that just means for the public, it just means that we're not allowed to show you homes that are listed in the MLS anymore without you signing an agreement with the showing agent. Is a requirement now from our multiple listing system and the National Association of Realtors, and we are heavily fined if we don't get something signed.
It rhymes.
$1,000.
You get fined if you don't sign.
So we're gonna get it signed. So anyway, good news is, as always, commissions are negotiable.
Yes, and I think it gives sellers an opportunity to, have some options out there. I think it gives listing agents and buyer agents the opportunity to show value in what they do. And I think gonna
when change comes, good things happen, right? It's just a little bit of a growing pain for everybody getting used to the systems. But at the end of the day, there is still real estate is still moving. It's still being shown. It's just a couple more forms have to be signed by everybody now. So that's the way it goes. But they're moving. I don't know, man. I've been watching these. Things are starting to sell. We kind of had a little bit of a lull I think, in the summer, but I will say it's kind of funny. This new rule, by the way, not a law. Let's specify that. This is only pertaining to National Association of Realtors members and MLS participants.
That's right.
This does not apply to general real estate to the rest of the world.
Or Redfin.
Those of us that are held to a higher ethical level.
Wow, you two, what have you been studying?
Oh man, we were just in it, baby. We're in it.
And my favorite was that they switched our lock boxes right in the middle of everything. Wasn't that a great idea?
That was really a great idea. That
Yes!
was so much fun.
Well, let's not get ranty for our listeners.
Okay,
We don't want to hear about our problems.
My bad.
All right. But what was I going to say?
Anyway, the real estate market, it's definitely picking up. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that because everybody kind of knows what's happening, what might be coming in September. Hopefully we got some interest rate drops, but I think, we want to talk about topics that will help a listener that may be interested in buying or selling. And one of the things I was going to throw out there to you guys is the qualities. What I feel like you guys are, some of the best in the business. What are some of the qualities that a buyer or a seller should look for in a realtor? Real quick, and I'll start. I always look for somebody who's got good communication skills that isn't going to, especially on the listing side, that's going to really keep you informed of what's happening with the listing, whether it's feedbacks or what their marketing plan is, what their strategy for selling the house is, what the market is doing. Communication, I think, is one of the key things. Bo, do you have any good quality?
For realtors, I believe local knowledge, right? Knowledge of
100%.
the local real estate, the real estate market, the location, the ins and outs, the goods and bads, construction techniques in your area.
Yep.
As far as problems with, say, septic systems or whatever, if that's the case, things in your area. There's certain things that real estate is truly local in nature, and so it's important, I believe, to have someone that has experience in the area that you're buying and selling. So.
Yep.
There's a lot of things, we spend every day. It's not like we're part-time realtors. We're full-time realtors. This is 100%. What we do. People think that maybe we go show a house and kind of sit on the sidelines and wait for a payday, but that's quite the opposite. We work about 12 to 15 hours a day minimum, and we kind of know what we're doing. So I highly recommend you get to a professional that helps you, that knows these things, because a lot of things happen. So Lauren, what do you think? Why don't you tell us what your thoughts are?
Well, I'm going to kind of take this in a different direction, because I agree with both of those points. And I think that there's many things that having a professional by your side can really help benefit you. I mean, there's reasons why we hire professionals in all aspects of our life. Like, sure, you hire an accountant, right? Like, you hire a professional painter, professional to do your flooring. And there's reasons why we do that, right? Because your time is value. Your time is your money. So do you want your time to work for you? Like, you can go spend more time with your family, with your friends, or use your time towards your profession so that you can make yourself more money and save that time that you would spend trying to learn how to do a profession completely by hiring somebody. But I wanted to back it up a little bit. I recently redid my accredited buyer's representative course, and some data that they shared with us was the National Association of Realtors, NAR, who,
NAR.
And that looks funny, Bo, with you and that little devilish fire behind
you. You got to turn it to red or something. NAR.
Right, NAR.
I am NAR.
I'm the NAR devil.
Oh dear God.
Anyways, they do a buyer and seller profile, and in the research that they did, this is their 2023 results. So they surveyed buyers and sellers that made purchases between 2022 and 2023. And they found that 89% of buyers and sellers use a realtor real estate professional to represent them in the transaction. And some of the things that they found most important, buyers, what was most important to them was having a professional to help them to find a home. Okay. And then to understand the process and negotiate the terms of the contract. For sellers, they were also at 89%. And what was most important to them was identifying the right price to set their home at. Okay. The right sale price. And also to help market the home. And I think there's a last one, sell within a specific time frame. So pricing, marketing, and selling within a certain time frame for sellers.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's I think that those are huge points. And I think the bottom line is finding an agent that's looking out for your best interests is probably at the top, all those things that make them a professional, because there's a lot of agents that say they're professional. And we've worked with many of them over the years.
They're professionals when they want to show the property.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're somewhere else 90% of the time.
Right. So you really, those points, Lauren, you made are of somebody who's looking out for somebody's best interest. And just like anything, if you had a doctor, like you said, it's a professional. I don't want them to come in and just take 5 minutes, go read the symptoms. I want them to really buy into my health type of thing. So.
Right. To give a shit.
Yep. Absolutely.
And we give so many shits, guys.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said we give so many shits.
Yeah. We give a lot. We give a lot of those.
That's for sure. Here's to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My ice is melting.
Oh dear. You got to refill that.
I refill that.
You know why? You know why you got to refill it, Lauren?
Because it's what's that I hear?
I can't. What? Oh no!
It's time for the
whale of the week.
All right, let me get set here. What you guys are talking?
All righty. While Matt settles it up here, we're gonna pick a whale of the week. It's been a few months since we've done a podcast because of our little summer hiatus, but here we are. There is a listing that has come on the market here over in the Isleworth community in Windermere. It's located on the Butler chain of lakes. It's at 9832 Laurel Valley Drive. Now, this home was built in 2004. She's gorgeous. She's 6 bedrooms, 7 full baths.
The landscape is incredible.
That's right. That's right. You guys, it's all gorgeous, right? So it's 6 bedrooms, 7 full baths, 3 half baths, 11,100 square feet. That's okay. I like to be interrupted. It's no problem. I enjoy it. You're adding some fun to it.
He can catch his breath.
That's right. It gives me a chance. But I do want to say this house has a unique story because it was is listed at $13,250,000 today, but it was purchased back in June of 2023 for $6.4 million. Wow. So look at the ROI on that one, kids. But the good news is for the future buyer, the existing owners have gone through a lot of sweat equity and money to bring it up to what it is today. As I said, it was originally built in 2004, recently renovated in the past few years, and has some pretty spectacular features. It's kind of a unique home. Yeah, it's stunning. The finishes are gorgeous. It's kind of unique because it's a 3-story home. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of 3-story properties. But I will say one thing I like about this one from what I have seen. I've not actually walked in this home since it's been renovated. I would think I was in it many years ago, actually before it sold last time. So I think it's been renovated a couple times. But anyway, what I think I like the way that they've done it now is that you really have your residence is kind of on the first and second. As you walk in on the second story. The lot sort of falls off into the water. So you get these pretty amazing lake views when you enter because you're at an elevated level.
Right.
And so your primary level is you've got these panoramic views of the water at an elevation that's slightly higher than most homes. And then you've got your residence, you're on the main level, and then on the third level, which is actually the second story of living. But if you go down, we don't have basements here in Florida, as most of you know. But this house sort of has a basement, a quasi basement, because of the way that the property falls off to the water. So on what would be in the north, a basement level, which is the first story of this home, is all entertainment game spaces. So the finishes are absolutely stunning. Top level 5, as you would imagine, a $13 million home. I'm having a little bit of difficulty on my internet right now, just so you guys know. I can't see what you guys can see, but it has on the game room level. I mean, it's got a golf simulator. It has a home theater. It's got multiple bars inside and out. You guys, what do you guys think?
Well, there's lots of marble, lots of stone. There's illuminated stone behind the soaking tub. I mean, all the finishes are incredible. There's tons of molding and beautiful paint and light fixtures, and it's honestly
Yeah,
Pretty
lots of
spectacular.
quartz, like the quartz finishes. They've got quartz walls, like over the fireplace, quartz walls in the master bedroom. When I say this, these are slabs of exotic quartz, so
Right.
which are very, very, very expensive. I mean, these things can go from 10,000 to like 30,000 a slab. So you know, it just depends on what you're looking at. But some of these are extremely exotic. They've even got quartz inlays that are backlit for sort of like artwork in the bathroom. Like I said, the golf simulator, they have a large like kind of entertainment space, like a game room sort of that's huge with a bar. They've got the golf simulator. It all opens out to the pool area. So, I mean, from an entertainment standpoint, that's what I really like about this home. I mean, particularly for me as a father with a family that has like kids over on the weekends and things like that. I think it's really cool that the kids can all hang out on that kind of primary level, go out to the pool, go, you know, that kind of thing. It's really an entertainment, but you still have your sort of privacy of your home on the other two levels. So it's really a great, you know, kind of layout. Like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of 3 stories, but in this one, it works. It obviously has an elevator, great boat dock. It's on Lake Butler, just in Isleworth, about 4 or 5 houses down from Shaquille O'Neal's old
Sandy
home.
Beach.
Yep. Got a seawall.
It's beautiful.
Jet ski lift. Lots of great features. So if you're looking for an estate in the Windermere area on the Butler chain of lakes, give one of the 3 of us a call, and we'll be this.
It's stunning. And you're right across the street from the golf course. So out the front yard, you get the golf course. Beautiful.
Golf in the front, lake in the back.
Oh. I'm glad you just said that.
From? Like party in the front.
With you, I don't know sometimes. I didn't know what
I know.
out of your mouth.
I was waiting to see where we're going with that one. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. God. I would have liked to. I'm going to go back and look at what it looked like before. But
there were some pictures. It had like a lot of darker. They went a lot with this, like sort of this more of the marble flooring finishes. It had a lot of the darker colors. They lightened it up a lot. Like I said, changed a lot of all the surfaces, all the fixtures, all the light fixtures, the plumbing fixtures. It was a nice home before. Don't get me wrong; it was definitely a nice home, but I don't think it was nearly to the level of what it is today. And it's a great location.
$1,200 a square foot at 11,000 square feet. And
what's the lot size on that one?
Lot size.
It's not there. It's 0.6. Yeah.
So
beautiful.
Half acre. So there we go.
That is
gorgeous home. That is a lovely whale.
You know, another thing just to point out about the chain regarding that house, just so everybody knows, there was just recently a sale about 2 weeks ago over on Isleworth.
We did that as one of our whales.
Whale of the week, and it just closed for, I believe, 13 or 14 million. 13 and some change. Yeah. We say 13 change. Probably change could be 500 or 800,000. But it's change. It's relative. It's maybe a Ferrari, maybe two. I don't know.
I mean, it's change when you're making a purchase in that price range. It's literally
it's relative, people. I know it sounds crazy, but it really is relative. But yeah, so to give you a point, though, my point is I mean, that was just a couple weeks ago. They're selling. I mean, they are selling. The good ones sell. So
the good ones sell. That is the kind of my mantra for the time being is your house has got to be one of the good ones. It's got to be ready to sell. It's got to be move-in condition and priced. I mean, at $1,200 a square, that's not terrible. I saw one that was priced much higher that just went on the market earlier this week, and I was trying to figure out where they were coming from with the price, and I think it was close to $2,500 a square foot. And
I think nearly that. Matt. Yeah, I think I saw that. I think that's where people were there, just kind of like, let's just throw a number out there.
Yeah.
But of course, it was a smaller home. You know, it's probably like 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. They're like, but it's unique, and I'm this, and I'm that, and it's special, and it's always different. But the market will tell us. But that is probably not going to sell for that. I did see that, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll be surprised.
Hey, I hope it does. We'll just keep increasing pricing, right? Well, that's awesome. I think we've taken our listeners' time. Are we
ready? Are we ready to say goodbye?
Everything. I think is this what we do now?
I don't know. I didn't get this memo.
Hey, wait! I got to turn on the music
again.
There was no memo.
No memo. Your haunted house. You got to put it
our podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Again, we are Orlando Brokers and Bourbon. I'm Lauren Foley.
I'm Matt Allen.
Matt almost forgot who he was.
And I'm Bo Julian.
Hey, thanks for joining, you guys. See ya on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Namaste.